Cockiness in boxing is a dangerous game. Sometimes the louder a fighter talks, the harder they fall. In this video, we're diving into the moments where arrogance met reality, and reality hit back hard. The hard way. Marco Antonio Barrera versus Nasim Hamed. Hamed entered the ring with his usual arrogance, dancing, grinning, certain he'd add Barrera to his highlight reel.
Allahu Akbar, ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
But Barrera flipped the script. He fought smart and landed sharp counters that slowly unraveled Hamed's confidence.
I want to get into the slugging match with the Prince.
What Kevin Kelly thought.
Barrera is not looking in.
Big left hand.
Barrera fighting an intelligent, measured fighter. Later came on to land those.
Shades of the Cesar Soda is either pulled down by Hamed or pushes him down.
Head lunged at him into the clinch.
You ever seen a police officer put his hand on a fighter during a fight? Hand by Prince.
The Prince is the aggressor.
The Prince grew desperate, missing wildly as the rounds slipped away.
So far, but
that's what Barrera is doing. He's pacing himself.
Pace with his jab, throwing it more frequently, landing it more often.
Then came the final round, where Barrera slammed him into the turnbuckle like a warning shot.
He just did. Things can change, but he's going to.
He can't. Barrera frequently to the of this situation. Big left hook by Barrera for the fight. And if he loses, as you've seen here, suggests
turned into an hour of torture.
Can there be any doubt?
Carl Froch versus George Groves II. The hype was unreal, and one man made sure to fuel the fire taunts, over-the-top entrances, non-stop talk about an easy knockout.
I can go 12 rounds if need be, I can go more. I'm in fantastic shape.
Hardcore boxing fans know what I'm about, and when I turn up, I've proved that I can perform at top level. I can mix it with the elite boxers of the world. Groves
was sure he had Froch figured out, but once they stepped in the ring, all that swagger started to fade.
Though I would suspect that
on Froch's shoulder. Trying to assert himself a little bit more in the second. Their first fight, partly because of the nervous energy.
And the right hand of his, the more responsible defender early in the fight. Right hand fight.
Order told him not.
Oh, good. Together so far in the fight.
But he's forcing.
Left hook.
Maybe his sapping his.
Good jab by Groves. Then Froch lands a jab where they both land a jab. They exchange jabs, then Groves hit him with a good right hand.
Froch kept coming, breaking him down bit by bit.
Right hand by Froch. Momentarily wobbled Groves. Froch trying to go to the body and follow up. And right hand across the top.
When it starts to go wrong for Groves a little bit, it can
a glimmer of.
Then in round 8, boom, a savage right hand ended it all.
The hook's wide open after.
Bottom left corner. Groves trying to meet in the center of the ring now.
Oh, good
and
right
down
hand.
Goes Groves on a perfect right hand shot.
Groves was out, the arena erupted, and just like that, the loudest guy in the room got shut up cold. Kyohei Hagiwara versus Ren Hiramoto. In the beginning, Hiramoto taunted Hagiwara in interviews, brushing him off like this was already in the bag. He made it clear he wasn't showing much respect, even pointing a middle finger. But won the fight start. Hagiwara picked Hiramoto apart. the second round, he was on his back, eating shot after shot until the ref had seen enough. Damn, for a guy who talked that much, that was a rough way to go out. Tony Johnson versus Mukumat Vakay. In the lead-up to ACA 132, Vakay got cocky, slapping Tony Johnson at the weigh-ins and thinking he could throw the champ off his game. But once the fight started, it was Johnson who stayed cool and made him pay.
Поединок начинается с жестко. Вынужденно, да, приходится смещаться Вакаеву. По корпусу, кстати, левых ребер. Попытка побороться. И заходят бойцы в борьбу. Давать прогнозы какие-то в этом поединке. Вакаев может много пропускать. Это никого не должно пугать. Здесь очень хорошо держит удар.
Late in the first round, Johnson timed a perfect right hand that dropped Vakay hard. He followed up with heavy ground and pound until the ref had to jump in. Man, talk about karma hitting fast. Jerrod Grant versus Brandon Lambert. According to Lambert, it was more interesting putting on a circus than a fight.
I think my height may factor into a decision on the performance of this fight just because of the reach. He's never fought anybody as tall as me. He's never fought anybody as powerful as me either.
He taunted Grant, dropping his hands, pulling faces, even pointing and laughing mid-round like it was all a joke.
Must target the ear and catch at least part of the ear. Now Lambert pointing to the center of the ring. Come on, goddammit! See the track.
Lambert's got to be careful, just yelling and screaming right there. He's wasting energy, pulling out with a jab, and he's not following up with two, and he's dropping that left hand every time he throws the jab.
Your left hook from Brandon Lambert. Jerrod Grant playing a lot of defense, now steps into the pocket, has that right hand stuck. To throw the jab coming in, hands very high. That left hand missed badly from Brandon Lambert. Lambert now taking the backward step. Big right hand in the left hand from Jerrod Grant. Again from Lambert. 90 seconds remaining, round number off of the one. Pulled back to two. Big right hand.
Telegraphed. It's seen way before.
Huge right hand in the left. Grant stepping in. Lambert ducking under that into the clinch.
But Grant wasn't playing. By the third round, he made Lambert pay in full.
For Brandon Lambert. Lambert's mouth wide open. On the duck
a brutal shot to the body folded him up, and when Lambert tried to recover, Grant crushed him with a right hand that slammed him to the canvas.
Long jab again. Lambert pulls back the left hand. Jab from Grant. Huge right hand, and down goes Brandon Lambert.
That all came from that uppercut to the body. Grant hit him with a real good one that hurt him.
That is it! The win! Now 3-0 goes Jerrod Grant.
It was clear he got humbled, no excuses.
Grant, he waited, he was patient, even though his opponent was...
Jake Paul versus Ben Askren. Askren spent the whole build-up clowning Paul, acting like he didn't even belong in the ring with him.
Gonna happen. This is boxing versus MMA. you're gonna see the difference.
What's this guy all about? They said he's a bully, he's a dick. Who's the easiest guy that I can pick that'll give some validity to my name? Who just had a surgery, who's
If I wanted to pick the easiest guy, I would have picked Dylan Dennis.
Well, we don't
Dylan was
Dennis
just there to sign a contract. This is the fucking fight game.
I was most impressed by the fact that Jake, as a 24-year-old, is able to convince a whole team of grown men to do a cheer with them.
But when the fight actually started, it was obvious who came prepared.
That Ben Askren does have deceptive
his work ethic and the fact that he did everything he asked. And you know what? Already, Ben Askren.
You think they'll start kissing? That's what I'm here for.
He's going to change that shit up.
Oh, there's a left hook.
Jake snapped out a few jabs to set the distance, and then drilled Askren with a vicious right hand that flattened him.
Jake Paul sparred with former world champion.
Money, Jake. Get my motherfucking money, Jake. Get my motherfucking money, Jake. Get my motherfucking money, Jake.
Askren got up smiling like it was no big deal. But man, his legs told a different story. In less than 2 minutes, all that trash talk meant nothing.
Home, Jake. We finna break bread and fake dead. 2 tickets on the house. Oh boy. A jab and a straight right hand, and you have to say has been hit by some MMA folks and not gone down. That was a beautiful right hand by Jake. Jab, and you got to give Jake Paul credit for setting that up with the jab and
So now the question is, Snoop.
Juan Manuel Marquez versus Joel Kasameayor. Kasameayor came in acting like Marquez didn't belong at lightweight.
Now, fighting out of Miami, Florida, 3-time world champion, the reigning.
At first, it worked because Marquez kept running into clean shots.
If we see him switch, it will be a different ballgame. There's a good right hand. Now, you look at the numbers thrown.
But by round 5, Marquez busted Kasameayor's eye open and kept dialing up the pressure.
Scores again. But the count is coming up in weight. And the one good right hand there. Pretty good pace put on by these guys. Kasameayor, we come to the end of the round. Marquez has drawn blood. Good body work by Marquez, and then he... Kasameayor. Nice left hand by Kat. Good right hand by Marquez. Nice right hand
by the 11th man, Marquez cracked him with a clean right that dropped him hard, and when Kasameayor got up, he was basically running on fumes.
Big shot by Marquez. Kasameayor hits the canvas. On the inside exchange.
5. Venga para acá.
Marquez trying to finish it. Time running out. Down again is Kasameayor. It's over for the first time.
The second knockdown sealed it.
Kasameayor is on the attack. Gets caught with 2 shots. One it looked.
Nonito Donaire versus Vic Darchinyan.
Darchinyan in advance. We'll soon find
Darchinyan walked his usual swagger and acting like Donaire was just another name he'd add to his knockout list.
Longing Darchinyan is being tested right out of the gate here.
2 things have happened. The right hand to victory. One of the ones was late.
Is the correct thing to do, and another wild swing.
Donaire stayed sharp, tagging Darchinyan with clean counters.
Danger in all this is Donaire's landing for Donaire, but the left is landing by Landing, and even those wild punches by Donaire don't get countered by that, and it's a good weapon.
Left hand by Darchinyan, but Donaire standing his ground. Look back. Here's a right hand, a miss by. Bail him out. But that straight well as we enter round 3.
And you know, round 2, getting a clue of how things would go for him in the 115-pound. Good second half of the round. He did come back very well. It's not body work by Donaire. Feinted Darchinyan, and you saw Darchinyan react.
Big straight left hand.
You could see the frustration building in Darchinyan as his big shots kept missing.
Never been hurt or dropped in his career.
surprising. What a huge... It's too that his brother doesn't have. He's taller. He's got the reach.
Nice counter left there by Donaire. Another counter there. Works better in basketball.
Yeah, it's true.
Final second.
By the 5th round, Darchinyan threw a lazy jab, and boom! Donaire timed a perfect left hook that smashed Vic to the canvas.
Things happen, but when he does, Donaire is counterpunching.
Midway point of round 5.
Nonito Donaire at working well. Oh my!
Look out there! Struggling with feet in terrible shape. It's all over. It's all over. Nonito Donaire has pulled off the monstrous upset.
Alexander Schlamco versus Melvin Manhoof. Manhoof made it clear he wasn't just there to fight, he wanted to intimidate. Flashing gestures getting in Schlamco's face, trying to rattle him before a single punch was thrown.
Пока что Манхoof выцеливает Александра, но Александр уже несколько очень неудобных секунд доставил Манхooфу, и вот сейчас...
He came out swinging hard and looking dangerously, but he got reckless chasing the finish.
Рискуя получить навстречу, но...
В руках накопилось, и тогда не будет таких резких уже сильных ударов.
Мы прекрасно, как может он из этой позиции провести удушающий Манхoof Александр. Вот видим уже, что 3-й или 4-й раз там коленом.
Манхooф вот этой средней дистанции размена. В размене он очень опасен, становится опасным.
Это такой удар, который надо скрывать. И вот как раз самое опасное для Александра.
Нужно укрыться, сложно защититься. Лишь раз на такую дистанцию попал. Все остальное время ему удается вот эту дистанцию. Стойка, я думаю, что может, конечно, и в 3-м раунде присутствовать и достигает цели. Мы видим вот по оценкам, эти оценки с нашими совпадают.
In round 2, Schlamco timed it perfect. He unleashed a spinning back fist that caught Manhoof clean on the chin.
Так-то просто эту тактику реализовать. Ты же знает, что...
О, попал! Это нокаут! Все!
Победа!
Вот это да! И нокаутировал!
Водки, которые были,
да.
Все сработали. Не дал войти в среднюю дистанцию, а мы знаем, что Melvin Manhoof тоже не железный, тоже падал.
All that swagger was gone, and Manhoof was out cold on the canvas.
Журналист, да, попал предплечьем, не кулаком, но этого хватило, потому что попадание было точным. Как раз навстречу.
Ну здесь уже все было понятно, уже в состоянии полной невменяемости пад.
Michael Zarafa versus Isaac Hardman. Hardman was all mouth, taunting, trash-talking, even starting a brawl at the press conference.
Try to get under people's skin. It doesn't work. So, like I said, it just shows he's scared. He's going to walk forward. He's got no ability. So, for me, I'm not really fussed at all. Tomorrow night, the talk stops. He can say whatever he wants to say. Like I said, at the end of the day, skills get you over the line. And
this guy's a bad guy. Everyone fucking hates this clown.
You're getting emotional, brother. Hey, we got some tissues in here. Any tissue? You're emotional. You're emotional. Yeah, you're just a sook. You're a sook. You're a racist sook. You are a racist. You're a racist sook. You're a racist sook.
But when the bell rang, it was Zarafa who did the talking. In the second round, he dropped Hardman with a perfect left hook that left him dazed. Hardman got up, but his legs were gone. Zarafa moved in fast, unloaded a barrage, and forced the ref to step in. Just like that, all the arrogance disappeared. Damn, talk about karma hitting back with a punch. Which fighter do you think got humbled the hardest? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed watching egos get checked, make sure to hit that subscribe button. More brutal moments are on the way.